Welcome guys, Red here. Today we're going to talk about how to play Sanhok and a couple key points that you guys need to focus on to be able to perform better than other players. First, I would like to explain the new map, which is Sanhok. It's a 4x4 map, the smallest of all maps. The idea behind this map is to push people to play more aggressive and drop more hot drops. Anyway, it's a ton of fun, and let me tell you the 4 main hot drops points on this map. It's Bootcamp, Ruins, Paradise, and Painan. Okay guys, I will start with the number 1 most important thing while playing Sanhok, and it is paying attention to the outside of the zone, which is the blue zone, more than the people that's already inside the safe zone. Many people stay on the edges of the zone thinking it's the safest spot to be in, and that's kinda right if you're playing Erangel or Miramar, but in Sanhok it's the opposite of right, because you're gonna be running most of the time and you're gonna be in the outside of the zone also most of the time. So if you're in the outside of the zone, there's also other people outside of the zone. So if you are in the new zone, always pay attention to the outside of the zone. You guys are gonna thank me for this tip. And that leads me to my second tip, which is if you want to improve your reaction time and take clutch fights, try to run to the safe zone, because when you do this and you are running in the jungle, you're always in danger, and I personally love the feeling of it, because it's always pushing me and forcing me to have good knowledge of my location and have good knowledge of my surroundings, and also forces me to look always around to find enemies before they find me, because it always comes to the person who find the other guy first and the person who can hit the other guy first. Number 3, learn the terrains. Where is the best spot to land? What is the best and most optimal route to take for the new zone? Which place or house are the best for the current zone and for the future zones? All of these are to play tactical. Guys, I know I might have sound weird now when I tell you last step to play aggressive and just basically suicide, and now I'm telling you to play passive or more tactical. And the point behind that is actually simple, because I know not all people are gonna do the last step and they don't like to be aggressive or something, because this step is gonna help both of players, the one who's aggressive and the one who's passive aggressive, or even the passive player. You have to play tactical, you have to know where you need to go for the next step, you have to plan your moves and think, if I'm gonna go there, there could be also other people going there if I'm thinking the same thing as they're thinking. So guys, I personally myself play both playstyles. I really enjoy to play aggressive, but I also know my limits, and I also know what I can do while playing tactical and smart but aggressive at the same time. It's about how you like to play the game. You have to make your own playstyle, and you have to combine. You need to 80% aggressive, 20% tactical. You can do that. You want 80% tactical, even 20% aggressive, you can also do that. It doesn't matter. It comes back if you want to improve, or you want to have fun, or you want to just rank up. It all depends on you. I'm more of a rusher fighting guy, but I know my limits and I know the fights that I can take, and I know the fights if I take I'm gonna die, so I'll personally not take and go and fight another time. So you guys need to learn that by experiencing it and learning it the hard way as I did. There's no easy way for that, I'm sorry. Number 4, what I really enjoy about this map, it's because it ends fast. It's the max you can stay is like 24-25 minutes, and the normal games that were in Erangel and Miramar took like 35-36 minutes. So there's like a 10-minute difference between playing on Erangel or playing on Sanhok. I personally think if you want to rank up and you care about points, don't play Sanhok. It's not the map for you. Go play maybe Miramar. I think Miramar gives the most points, considering it's the biggest and it takes the longest to finish. So if you want to play Sanhok, you have to think you're not gonna get too many points. You are only gonna play it to have fun and also focus on improving your skills if you really want to do that. In my opinion, Sanhok is the hardest map to master, especially because you're going to be running most of the time up the jungle or in the jungle, and you have to make sure you know what you do and how to take the fights and which routes to take the best, especially if you want to survive and win the game. It's so hard to master. You have to tweak your playstyle to be able to fit this game. Also, I noticed that the max you can get is a 6x on this map, so you can't use an 8 time here. And there's also a bug where you can't change the sensitivity on the 3x, nor you can change it on the 6x, so we just have to wait and see when they can add that and when they can add the changeable red dots, where you can have an arrow or a dot or 3 dots. We will see. And for the last tip, guys, tip number 5, use frag grenades. Frag grenades are so good on this map, especially in this kind of terrain, because you're always fighting someone most of the time close range and he's hiding behind a rock or a tree. So if you have a frag grenade, just try to throw it out and get it behind him to push him out of the tree and like destroy his position, or you can use it to kill him anyway. I personally like when the game starts, you have 10 apples. I take these 10 apples and I go to somewhere where there's not a lot of people are, and I start throwing them behind rocks. I go further away and I keep throwing on the rocks to see how much do I need to lead my shots or my grenades in this situation, to see how much do I need to lead my grenades to be able to hit behind the rock or on the right side of a rock, and I keep increasing the distance until I feel comfortable that I have mastered this skill. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 1000 likes. And also, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.